everyone, it's Bernice here from the Napping Mouse. Hope everyone is having a great day. So the last time I taped, I did cards, and these were part of my scraps of the cards. So these are actually 2 by 12 going over here, and I didn't want you to throw anything away because I wanted to show you what you can do with them. And I went to Tuesday Morning a while back and I found these rosettes and I thought that they were adorable. And these are probably just like scraps themselves. So, and I know we have, you know, being paper crafters, we all have this. So I wanted to see if I can do it. So today's video is all going to be about creating rosettes. Now I made a few, like I really love to do these little rosettes. Here's some examples that I have. This is a recent one that I just did. This is actually from the time I used to do Stampin' Up! Over here, but this will just give you an example of what you can create with just your scraps. You don't have to go out and buy it. Just look within what you have already and then see what you can use. Okay, so today I want to show you how to make these little tiny rosettes. Okay, let's get started. First things first, I'm going to put this all away, and then I am going to take out, well first, you know, the last video I didn't show you exactly what we needed. So in this one, I'm hoping that this is going to be a good roadmap to show you all the supplies that we need. So we are going to need a 2" by 12" cardstock, a scoreboard, a bone folder or stylus, and stylus actually could be like, I wouldn't use the edge of this, but maybe like a butter knife or something. You can go ahead and use that. Liquid glue, border punches, which something like this would do well, and I'll show you how to use that. Scrap paper, lids, and your embellishments. Okay, and then here is the steps, and I will show you all of them, but this will give you an opportunity to pause the video if you need to go ahead and read what you need. But I will go step by step showing you everything. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to get our scoreboard. And this particular scoreboard is from We Are Memory Keeper. And I'm going to get my bone folder, and we are going to score at 1/4 inch. Every 1/4 inch we're going to go ahead and score. So we're going to continue doing this. Oops. And just keep going until you get to the very end. I'm actually not going to do it for the purpose of time, but you get the example that I'm doing, the method that I'm doing here. You're just going to go every 1/4 inch all the way till you get to the end over here. And then what you're going to end up is something like this. I went ahead and punched over here just to save time, but this is what you're going to end up with. So now you're going to set this aside. That's about all of the scoreboard that you'll need. And we're going to go ahead and punch. Now in the directions, I did say to punch both sides because we're going to end up cutting this in half to make 2 rosettes. So I did it on one side over here, and now I will show you. This particular one is from EK Success, which is a great brand. I do love the way their whole punch is set up. It's really just easier on the wrist. But what we're going to do is go insert the paper in here. Oh, sorry. So this is how you close it, and then you press this down, and that's how you open it. Okay, go ahead and put the paper all the way against the edge over here, and make sure that this is at the very top also. That will give you a nice, making sure that it's nice and flushed, and you'll get some even punches there. So now you've got this side, and we're going to go ahead and do this side. So with that, you need to just match up the design over here, and I know you can't see it, but I'm actually pushing the paper up here to make sure it hits at the very top over there. And the closest that I can get it and punch, it's always going to be even and symmetrical. You can't screw it up, okay? So now I'm going to go ahead and do the other side just to show you that, matching up the designs over here and making sure that the paper is on top over here. Once I got that, I punch. Now, what's great about some of these punches is that it actually creates confetti. Do not throw these away. I love to be, let's say, a little ornery. I will put these confettis inside cards, my friends' cards, birthday cards, anniversary, whatnot, and surprise them with something like that. So yeah, killing two birds with one stone over here with this particular product. So, and then just trash the rest away. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and do the rest over here just to save time, but what we're going to do now is I'll set this aside and I will cut down the middle over here. So, and quite frankly, I mean, if you want to use your trimmer, that's fine. I just kind of eyeball it. So just take your scissors over here. It doesn't have to be completely and totally straight. Just make it as straight as you can, but not perfect. Okay, so now the second thing that we're gonna do, I'll set this one aside. The second thing that, or excuse me, the next thing that we need to do is actually, we are going to fold on the creases, and we're going to do it alternatively so that we're doing it as like an accordion style over here. So, and I just stick my nails into here and then just keep going like this carefully because you've got this intricate part over here. If you want to do this beforehand and then open it up, you can do that. I just prefer, well, maybe I should have done it the other way, but anyways, this is how we're going. This is how I'll just make it work. Okay, we'll do it. And then each time you go ahead and press it tightly so you can have that nice crease, and then just keep going a few until you get to the very end. And let me see if I could do this really quick too. All right, you are being a little delicate here with me, but I guess that would be fine. And then we're gonna go, let me see if I can get to the very end here. Okay, we're almost there, people. And if you have any questions, go ahead and send me a comment. If you, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel to see any other tutorials that should be in the near future too. And if you like what you see, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Okay, so now what we need to do is actually close this off over here. I'll glue that together, but you see how it doesn't match. If you close it like that, it's not going to make this nice round rosette. So what you'll need to do is cut off on the fold 1/4 of an inch. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll get our glue. You see how now it closes just fine, and it just continues. See how I did that? Okay, so what we're going to do is go ahead and put some glue here and glue that together. I am using actually a Scotch Create Tacky glue. I highly recommend this glue. It dries fast, especially if it's paper on paper. You can use it on metal or fabric, but it'll take a little longer to dry. So let me go ahead and wipe that out. Okay. Alrighty. Now, the reason why I asked for you guys to use lids is after making these rosettes for so many years, I've found that if you use various types of lids, like jar lids, like that, save what you have. This is actually from a tea that I used up, but it has no indentations over here, so this is nice and it'll be easy to pull out over there. Even if it has indentations, you just gotta, when you pull it out, just do it very carefully. This here, I actually got a little the silo cups, the disposable cups. These are the pliable plastic ones, and so I just cut it every so often and then cut it around, and then we can put the rosette inside there. But my method, my preferred method is actually the canning jar. I don't have the bottom part over here, but you can put that down, and then once it is done, you pop it up and it is perfect. It is easy to get out, but you'll see what I'm going to do. Now, it's easier if you have to play around with it first just to make sure that it closes. because what you wanting to get is, this is what you want to do. Okay, so we are going to carefully go ahead and put this at the very edge. And I know that this is a particular delicate design here, the punch decor, but we will make this work. Okay, so now I had done that. If you want to do a smaller, you can. All you're going to do is close this up like this, okay, and then yeah, it takes, gotta hold your tongue just right, huh? I guess that's my problem here. All right, it's gonna be like this, which will eventually end up like this, then not raggedy over there. Okay, and then also the scrap that I like to use is, you can get any of these scraps that I like to save, and I take a punch. This is a circle punch from Stampin' Up, and this is 1 1/4 circle size. And then what I do is I will put glue in the middle. Here, let's do this. We're going to take the lid, we'll put the glue over here, or excuse me, the circle scrap over here. You don't have to have it perfectly circle. You can actually just tear off a piece of paper and get that, use that instead, and that's a great way to use extra scraps for that. But let me see if I can get this right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and I will center it. Now I know this looks a little kind of messy and ugly. I swear it's just, it is a lot easier than I'm making it look like right now. But anyway, so what I do is I will go ahead and put this in the center over here and wait for that to dry. You can use hot glue gun. That will dry a lot faster, of course, but if you're not in a hurry, just go ahead and use the liquid glue. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and I put something heavy on top of it to help it set, and so that should take a little bit. I did use another punch for that. Honestly, you can use anything, a jar of whatever you have around the house. So this is how it looks like on that side over here. So then on this side would be the other side. Now normally you don't have to put it on both sides, the top and bottom, or front and back, however you want to look at it. I prefer to do it on both sides because it just adds stability. So what I go ahead and do, I decide beforehand which one is going to be the back, because you see that it's not really centered. It's a little offset, and it's not going to look really cool if I put it on top of a project. But this side over here, yeah, I will make more of an effort to get it right. So let's go ahead and punch another one here, and we will go ahead and I'll put glue on here. And then this time I will make sure that I center it properly, and there you go. Whoops, got some glue on that. Let's just wipe that off. Okay. Alrighty, hold that down for a little bit. You can actually, I've got a glass jar right here that I can go ahead and use that. So let's set that down until that one dries over here, and I'll set this aside. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, I've got this other one that I can do too and finish up, so you'll get two. But let's see, I'll show you again the other samples that I did. I mean, it just turned out super, super cute. Oh, there was this one particular one that I did. Where'd I put it? Where'd I put it? Oh, here you are. This will look so adorable with this particular one. I mean, look at this. You can actually put one rosette on top of another, and look how dramatic that will look. Is that not cute? I love that. Yes. I mean, if you're gonna send this as a card, you know you're gonna pay extra postage, but you know, to hand give it to somebody or even put it on a tag, that would be just awesome. Okay, folks. Oh, and then let's see, I will show you also other sizes that I've created before in the past. Here's a bigger one over here. This one I made into like a little banner, and also I punched the side. You don't need to punch the side of the paper if you decide not to. It still looks great. Okay, especially that size. This one I didn't do it. I kind of wanted to make it look like a ribbon, but yeah, there you go. Okay, folks, well, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you are interested in looking at more videos in the future, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I would love to hear your comments, requests, any other projects that you want to see. I do have a few lined up for the few months now that we've got this COVID thing going. I cannot do the events and classes like I used to do. So here's my alternative, but yeah, let me know what you think. Okay. All right, guys, take it easy and be safe. Bye-bye.